This expansion that you are stepping into or have stepped into is an expansion that you deserve. You put in the work. If anybody was crucified, it was you. Okay? If there was any lamb slain, it was you. Right? If any blood was shed, it was you. Any tears cried, it was you. If anybody thought that the Father had forsaken them, it was you. If there was any hell to go down into, you went down into it. If there was any keys to get, you got them. If there was any death to experience, you died. You gave up who you were to become who you are. Thank you for tuning in to Sacred Empowerments of the Divine Feminine. Was good. I hope everybody is doing well. I hope you are enjoying your day, morning, evening, whatever time you are watching this video. To all of my returning subscribers, what's good? Soul Tribe, Soul Family. Love you all. Thank you so much for your support. For your likes, for your comments, for your shares, if you're sharing it. To my new viewers, welcome in to Sacred Empowerments of the Divine Feminine. Well, I'm excited. I am happy. That's really what I aim for these days, is joy. You know what I'm saying? I can overcome, endure, grow, expand, all of that. I just be wanting my joy. You know what I mean? I just be wanting my joy to be intact. And not every day, do I feel it, right? And sometimes I have to pull myself up out of the muck. Okay. I've been really focusing on this energy surrounding this beautiful new beginning that many of us are stepping into, that I for sure am stepping into. And I think over the last, what has it been, like 3 weeks, 2.5 weeks, since I really felt confirmation that I've stepped into a new beginning. And in those 2.5 to 3 weeks, I've learned a lot about what new beginnings consist of, right? And so the thing that has been kind of having me baffled is that even when you've stepped into a new beginning, right? When you're at a crossroad and you choose the right path to go down, and it brings you to a new place, a new space, a new you, a new frequency, a new energy. You're clearly ascending, you're clearly elevating, you're evolving. What I have found to be quite peculiar is that, yes, you're in a new beginning, but you still have to do what you have to do and what you learned to do during your shadow period, during your tests, during your trials, during the things that you overcame to get into this new beginning. Those tools that you have, that magic that is yours, right? Your personal power, you still have to make a conscious decision to utilize it, because new beginnings are not without obstacles, opposition, right? Because the people, the energies, the frequencies that have been trying to keep you out of this new beginning, they're still going to be trying to keep you out of the new beginning. Like, you know what I mean? Like, they're still going to be trying to slow you down, right? Effort wasted, clearly, but nevertheless, I'm learning that to secure it, right, to stabilize it, to stabilize myself, to secure, to grow roots in the new beginning, you got to still do your work. Okay. So the message that I was asking to receive this morning for us is, you deserve it, right? You deserve it. This is what I hear the mother saying to me this morning, and I share it with you. You deserve this. I want us to just, I think I've touched on this energy before, but she's bringing it up again. She's bringing it up again. Because, possibly in old timelines, we have thought that every blessing, every goal reached, everything that we have been given, and all of the prosperity is by grace. In the church is always by grace. Is you got something that you really didn't deserve, but God is so good that he gave it to you anyway, right? The one thing that is different on this side of spiritual growth, pursuit of understanding who you are spiritually, is that the work must be done. There's no scapegoat. There's nobody hanging on the cross, dying for your sins and your transgressions. There's nobody to be crucified for you. On this side, the work has to be done by you. And so what I hear her saying and really encouraging me and us today is what we have stepped into, the blessings, the goals reached, the accomplishments, the new successes, the new opportunities that are opening up to you because you are now on the right path, headed towards them. It's not by grace. It is not a blessing, an opportunity that you are receiving because someone in the sky decided to give it to you, even though you don't deserve it, because in all your righteousness you are as a filthy rag. You're not getting it despite who you are. You're not getting it in spite of who you are. You're getting it because of who you are. You're getting it because of the work you've done. You're getting it because of the time that you have put in to raise your frequency to match that level of blessedness, if you will. These opportunities, these new doors open, these new partnerships, this new divine love, these new collaborations, this expansion that you are stepping into or have stepped into is an expansion that you deserve. You put in the work. If anybody was crucified, it was you. Okay? If there was any lamb slain, it was you. Right? If any blood was shed, it was you. Any tears cried, it was you. If anybody thought that the Father had forsaken them, it was you. If there was any hell to go down into, you went down into it. If there was any keys to get, you got them. If there was any death to experience, you died. You gave up who you were to become who you are. You paid that price. And today I feel a strong encouragement, an uplifting, right? A reminding. While you are on the right path, your spirit team will remind you why and how you got here. And what I love about the mother, about the divine feminine energy, is that she doesn't want to claim any glory for herself, right? Like she's not trying to have you so centered on her that you are not cognizant of your personal power, your personal divinity, the divinity that she created you in and clothed you with. The throne that she gave you to sit on, she will remind you of that throne. She will remind you of the crown you wear. I love that. What you are experiencing now, these new opportunities, this fresh wind, this refreshing, this renewal, is a refreshing and a renewal that you absolutely 100% unequivocally deserve. And so I pause there, right? Every time she reminds me that I deserve this. I pause. I take that in. Because what she's in turn doing is renewing my strength. The thing about being on a new beginning or a new path, in a new beginning rather, is that the memory, the feelings of everything that you have had to endure to get here kind of goes with you. And so when she's telling us that we deserve the blessings that are coming, it is not just to hype you up, but it is to hype you up. Because there are times when you may relapse a little bit. Or someone or something is still trying to pull energetically at you, even though you have already gotten the victory. It's almost like, remember back in the day when you was, competing, maybe you was playing basketball, maybe you was see who could do the best backflips, maybe you was seeing who raced, you be racing out there in the yard and seeing who the fastest. You might be playing card game, you know what I'm saying, playing a little spades, whatever, playing a little Uno. I did this to my kids the other day when they was beating my ass in Uno. And after they beat me real good, right, I hit them with this. I let you win, right? Yeah, I was just taking it easy on you. That's all I was doing, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? I was just taking it easy on you, bro. I'm going to get you next time, but I ain't going to take it easy on you next time. I ain't going to take, that moment when somebody has beat you and you try to rob from them their victory and the right for them to gloat, to celebrate, to hype themselves up by trying to act like you wasn't really playing them that hard. I wasn't really going full throttle on you, you know what I'm saying? I didn't want to turn up on you and just smoke you like that, you know what I mean? And sometimes you have people and frequencies and energies who want to try to make you feel like the victory that you have accomplished was only because they took it easy on you. They don't want to admit that you beat their ass. That would be too much like right. That would be too much like right to just concede to defeat. But every low frequency, low vibrational being, every individual in your life, no matter who they are and where they came from, no matter what kind of relationship you had, every individual situation that was opposing you, you have absolutely overcome and defeated. You beat the brakes off their ass. That's what you did. Divine Feminine. That's what you did. Make no mistake. But sometimes people like to still make you to know that they're still opposing you. But what you have accomplished and the reward that you are being given, let me help you understand something. You have ancestors whose vibrations you have raised. Right? You have people who have transitioned already that you have helped heal. You have deities, energies, and frequencies that was waiting on their chosen person to get in alignment so that they could operate in the earth at their full strength. And because you have gotten in alignment, you have awakened goddesses. You have awakened the gods. They're frantic. Those in high positions of power are frantic. That's why we see what's going on in the world right now. They're rushing and scattering and moving quickly to try to execute certain things to make you to know. I was just taking it easy on you. But Satan is a liar and the father of it. Right? It's a mind trick. And that's what you have to see it as. They want you to doubt that you're about to get that promotion. They want you to doubt that you're about to receive new love. They want you to think that there's nobody out there to love you. They want you to think that there's no other beings, human beings, people, individuals who are also healing that will come into your life and can be in alignment with you. They want you to give up on the idea that you're going to give birth to the child that you've been trying to conceive. They want you to think that you're going to fail at your new endeavor. They want you to think that your business is not going to grow. They want you to yield to the idea that you are struggling. But every gift that you are about to be given or are being given, is being given, matches the investment you put in. This is why your new beginning is unstoppable and it cannot be stopped because it is matching the sacrifice you made. It is matching the amount of tears you cried. It is matching the heartbreak that you endured. It is yours. The pressure for every tower moment you had, when the ground crumbled underneath your feet and you still found a rock to stand on, it is matching you. It is a reflection of you. The increase, the overflow, the liberation in whatever area of your life that you are fighting to be liberated in. It is a reflection of you. And so no matter how long you have to be on the path to, remember that you are on the path to. Be patient and stay the course. Stay focused. Move. Strategize from the frequency of love. And you cannot and will not and shall not be denied this reward. For it is your efforts that brought you here, that got you here, that have kept you here. It is your efforts. When they tried to snuff you out, it is your efforts to remind them that I am here, alive and well and in color and on your ass. It is your efforts that created this victory. When you were at your lowest, laying on the floor, weeping, worrying, fearing, you had enough strength, enough spiritual intelligence to call on your ancestors, to call on your spirit team to shift you out from under the shadow that was being projected upon you. Your efforts to never give up on you is why you're being rewarded. You absolutely deserve what you're being given. And nobody, although they will try, can try to rob you out of your realization of how magnificent, dynamic, powerful of a woman goddess you are. Your ancestors will not have it to be. Because it's because of you that even they have moved up. You know how many people walk around this planet spiritually unintelligent? Leaving their souls sitting somewhere in a corner in the pits of hell, waiting for them to choose a lifetime. Please, help me up out of here. And they still walk around with their mind on everything else. But redeeming their soul, saving their soul. It is not a light thing what you have done, Divine Feminine. It is not. You have changed generations to come in a way that I don't really think that we, while living still in the body and in this dimension, can really fathom. Because of what you have done and who you have become, because you have taken hold of your personal power and divinity. There are people in your family who are young, 18, 12, 13, 14, 20 years old, that are just starting to enter into the reality of adulthood, that they now have someone that they can call, that can shift mountains for them, that can break curses off of them. They now have somebody in their family that if they got something going on, then we can get some work done around here and get this moved up off of your nieces and your cousins and your nephews and your grandchildren. No longer have to be caught in the snare of the lowness of this dimension. You have healed a generation that you may never get to meet. Personal. It is not a light thing. You know, you go into your healing phase really thinking about you because you're hurting. And you need to, in that time, think about you. But as you start to heal and as you start to deal with the things that have been holding you back, you start to not only see your healing, but you start to see the healing of a nation. From your efforts. And this is why they fight Divine Feminine so hard. This is why they come for us so intensely and consistently. And they're hell-bent on trying to convince you that they was just taking it easy on you. They ain't gonna let you get it the next time. It's just a mind fuck. It's not the truth. You deserve this. This is what the mother is reminding me, and this is what she is asking me to put you in remembrance of. And I may revisit this again. Absolutely hype yourself up every day. Every day. Many of us are going to be blown away when we see the the height, the breadth, the depth. You know, you have an idea of what you're manifesting, right? You have what you would be happy with. But what I'm hearing her say is you're going to be blown away. You're going to be you're going to have to pause, sit down Indian style. Because not only is it bigger than what you can conceptualize, it's coming suddenly, quickly, expediently. Suddenly, you're going to be in one place, and suddenly, you're going to be in another. It is very imperative while we are getting comfortable in this new beginning that we take time to really adjust. To adjust. It's like taking your last $5 and going to the store and getting you, a Powerball. It's 1 point something million of a millionth of a chance or whatever the number is, child, that you gonna get the right numbers. And you take your last $5. I guess all I got. I'm gonna go play this Powerball. And you wake up in the morning after they call them numbers out and see that you have won. You went from having no more money to being a millionaire. This is how suddenly these new opportunities, these new doors, this increase, this expansiveness, this new love is going to hit you. And you can feel the preparation, like, right? You can feel when they're saying, okay, it's coming. They don't really leave you too much out there just to kind of like be completely, you know what I mean? But they'll let you know it's coming. But even in your humanness, you just still can't, you're not going to be able to conceptualize. It's abundantly above all that you could ask and or think. But it's coming. Suddenly. And when it comes, whatever it is, I want you to remember that you deserve every ounce of it. It's yours. Guarded, protected. Be choosy with who you allow to get in your new beginning energy. Guard your gates. Because, see, it's going to be people from the old timelines, right? They're going to be wanting to come into my, I had always loved it, you. Oh, they love you now, child. Uh-huh. They sorry now. They won't apologize and shit. They called you crazy before. Act like they forgot about you. They judged you. They sat you to the side. Now they your bestest his friend. Your bestest his cousin. You always was my favorite cousin. Oh, yeah? Oh, so you say? Oh, child, I wouldn't even know. I wouldn't even know. I, I want you to see the comedy in it because it's going to be funny. It's going to be funny to you. It's going to be funny to me. And, you know, I'm goofy like that, though. You know what I mean? Because this new beginning, like I said, don't mean you have forgotten. You even got nothing, child. You forgot how being dismissed by family members felt, abandoned by parents, divorced by spouses. You ain't forgot. So you gotta guard it. You gotta protect it. You gotta protect your new beginning like a baby. You gotta see about it. You gotta nurture it. You gotta water it. You gotta feed it. You gotta embrace it. You can't step into it and forget about it. That's what I've learned since I've stepped into this new beginning. You can't step into it and forget about it. Because you can be in it before it actually has tangibly manifested. And so it takes a lot of spiritual maturity to hold on to what you hear them saying when your environment may not have changed yet. Hold on, and you see in ways that it has. And then you can feel them saying, the rest is coming, hold on. And everything that is coming to you is by your effort, your investment. This is your reward. Your reward. They're proud of you. Whomever it is you work with, your ancestors, are immensely proud of you. I am proud of you. And you know why? Even though we may not know each other personally yet, I'm proud of you. Because I am one of you. I know the amount of effort. I know the distractions that you had to guard yourself against daily. The spiritual work to break off of your mind alone. In the fight, in real time, every step of the way. And all you wanted was your freedom. I know how uneasy that was, how triggering. I'm proud of you. And I love you. The mother loves you. The father loves you. The divine family loves you. They have affection for you. And everything they're about to give you, and every door they're about to open, and every elevation, and every promotion, and every increase, you deserve it. This has been Sacred Balance of the Divine Feminine. Thank you so much, beautiful ladies, for tapping in with me. If you have not decided to subscribe, whenever you're ready, please subscribe, join the tribe. I'd love to have you here. Celebrate all of you. Thank you to my returning viewers, my subscribers, for your support and helping grow this little corner of the internet. All right, I appreciate your support, your likes, your comments, all of it. I really support you showing that love back to me. And I will see you guys on the next one. Y'all remember to be safe, stay powerful, stay beautiful, stay sexy, right? Don't lower your vibrations for nobody, ever, 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 right? Wear your crown and wear it well. I'll see you in the next one. Peace, family.